When I came in the front door, this was the reception desk, and this is where, you know, Jackie sat all that time. And then looking over this way, there was meeting rooms, and here where there's a bar, that was the mail room, and there's also a kind of library there. And then we went along that way to where I worked, and it is so different. The stairs look the same, they look as if they're the same, and that went upstairs to the kind of chief exec and some of the managers' offices. But apart from this, the staircase, everything is so different. So this area was the computer room, and then you walked along, and my office was probably about there, but this is the nearest door. So if we come in here, wow, you could get 3 offices my size into here. That's amazing. Well, I did a course for a year as part of the Sterling Women's Technology Centre. That was a European funded course to get more women into technology. So I had the choice of 2 work placements, general accident or NHS. And after being interviewed by Dave Simpson and Kenny McLean, that was it. I was NHS and the rest is history. Things were probably a bit less complicated then, although it still seemed like quite, you know, it was very technical, so it was all new to me. It's amazing what people can now do, because I remember here in the computer room the reams of paper for the finance department churning out of the old dot matrix printers, and now everything's electronic and it's stored electronically, and we're trying hard to get, you know, away from the paper, and that's one of the biggest changes. And a lot of paper processes are now replaced electronically, so things are done that took hours manually before are done at a press of a button and a few keystrokes. One of my first jobs was I was sent to help a user who had said the PC wasn't working, there was no power to it. So I went along to have a look and see what happened, and I checked it was switched on at the wall, and I checked that the button on the front was switched on, and of course nothing was working. So I came back and I did my research, and I went to my boss and said, Kenny, I think it's a power supply, I think we'll have to order a new one, and I've priced it up and here I am and ready to go. So he kind of looked at me, and you know, it was later on in the, I was beginning to feel as if I'd been sent for a tin of tartan paint, because I went along and he sort of looked and he said, oh, is this a PC, is this a problem? And you've checked that and you've checked that, and he just put his hand behind to the back and he switched another, and hey presto, the lights came on and everything was working. Thank you. I've enjoyed it immensely, and usually got a good social aspect to it, as well as that, you know, very hard work, and I think to see the difference that IT can make for people is quite important.